returners will get us started with the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The option look. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Ward. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Gordon. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The give to the back. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to the back. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
It's really frustrating when you don't get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Deep shot for the end zone. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown 49ers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Gators will move the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They get to him as he throws. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the end zone. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a...
Oh, look out! He's at the 20. Touchdown, Charlotte! They move on top here in the 4th.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in gear, and got the long touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Crosses to 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Looking to pass, it's Ward. Using his legs to buy some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Snowed under by the defense.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions. No doubt, that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's looking to throw. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Makes one man miss. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Gators!
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Every play magnified in the 4th quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the ground. He's got it again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Shakes off the tackler. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the 49ers are in the hurry-up. Running the red zone. It's Gordon. Obliterates him, still on the move. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be for the game. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this game will be decided right here with this kick. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. And he takes this from inside the 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your